Welcome back to another episode of the Natty Teacher. I am, of course, your host. Who else but the Natty Teacher? And today, what do we got on the docket today? Let me think about it. Oh, come on now. Everybody's favorite, a push session. Everybody wants to get in there and do push. Chest day. Yeah, buddy. Everybody loves good old chest day. Not that push is just chest, but that is the primary muscle group work for sure. So what do we got on the docket for you? Well, we're going to start out with some mobility work, of course. Get that top line nice and warmed up, ready to rock and roll and rock here. Once we get all primed up and ready to rock, we will move into incline dumbbell press. That'll be our first movement of the day. So start with a good press. Then we got a cable chest press after that. So press right there. After that, we will be moving into some dips, some weighted dips. So I've gotten pretty good at dips. I'm pretty happy with my progress with dips over the last month or so. A couple weeks, month. Kind of was able to throw some weight on there pretty quick. Yeah, a month or so at least, yeah. Been able to add some weight on there pretty quick, so I'm pretty stoked about that. We did have a very slight bump in food, which I feel like digested pretty well. I'm a little gassy. Got a little gas today, maybe a little bloat, but nothing super crazy. I don't increase food very often, but I just have kind of stalled out at the weight that I've been holding for a little while now, right in the kind of low to mid 220s. So essentially, guys, I never recommend making a huge jump in food. I would absolutely recommend making like smaller jumps first and then making larger jumps if need. Well, to be honest with you, I would actually recommend, let me just back that up. I would recommend consistent, small, incremental, increases in food rather than one really large one. Kind of slowly adding carbs, slowly adding protein, fats, whatever it is. Usually what you'll see in the off season is the best macros to, up first are usually carbs and then fats and then protein. Usually protein should already be pretty set relatively in a good spot for you and your body. It's usually like the carbs and fats that will need to be potentially increased over the course of, the remainder of your off season as you get deeper and deeper into it. So anyways, so slight jump, 20 grams weight, extra oats in my blended meal. And then I had, it sounds silly, but it's little things, guys, I promise. 5 extra grams of avocado with my avocado meal. And then I think those are the only 2 changes I've made so far, keeping, again, the additional calories pretty low. I think that's probably all of about maybe 60 calories added, in the day. But you got to remember, in a week's time, you're talking about, a little over 400 calories more. So you got to think long term, because it's easy to make big bumps for a day, and then doing that every day, all of a sudden, that's where you start to put on some weight. So it's small things. As long as I see the scale continue to hold and go up ever so slightly, then we'll just keep food where it's at for now, not have to bump it up again. But again, it's one of those things where it's been a while since I've, bumped food. My body got very, very used to the food I was eating, to the point where my hunger cues were definitely very active, meaning I was hungry for pretty much all of my meals every day, 6 times a day. So just kind of is one of those things where I don't think you should ever not be hungry, but there were meals where I was like almost starving. It's like, okay, my body is burning through this right now. So small little increase, nothing super crazy. I'll keep you guys, in the loop on how that continues to go. Now I got a little bit of a drive ahead of me, so I'm not a big caffeine guy directly pre-workout, and so I don't really consider this directly before I work out. I still got about another 40-minute drive, but did pick me up this is my favorite energy drink ever. Does have a little extra caffeine, does have about 300 milligrams of caffeine in it. So I'm gonna, get this guy in me here in the next couple minutes. Sounded weird. Regardless, we'll just blow right by that. So I'm gonna have this here in the next minute or so. I didn't even finish what I was saying about my workout though. I totally cut myself off. So let's revamp that real quick. Incline dumbbell press to start. We have a cable chest press after that. Weighted dips. Then we will move into our cable chest flies, dumbbell side laterals, and then we have just a good old school tricep push down to round out the session. That's it. It's a pretty straightforward session, I'll be honest. This session is one of my quicker ones throughout the course of the week. I would say probably about once I get my mobility working and get warmed up and get into my actual working sets, it's probably about an hour and 15, 20-minute workout at the most. Maybe an hour and a half if I'm really trying to push it to a different level or experiment a little bit with a certain weight or whatever, and I need a little bit longer rest period. But yeah, just one of those things where it's a pretty relatively quick session for the most part, which is nice. It's kind of, my pace I keep moving pretty good. So anyways, that's the plan. That's what I got going on. Did do my cardio this morning, just 20 minutes on the bike, because it is an upper day. So like today and tomorrow, for example, I'll have cardio again tomorrow. My training week is total. It's an 8-day total, because it's push, pull, legs, rest, push, pull, legs, rest. And so on all 4 of my upper days and then 1 of my 2 rest days, I do my cardio still. And that has absolutely helped. That and making sure I keep my diet nice and clean definitely has helped me keep my waist, in check. Not to say that I'm like, script, just, vacuum sealed in or anything like that. Definitely not the case. But definitely I've never had a waist this tight and had as much control of my waist at this body weight ever, not even close. So I'm definitely happy with, the place it stayed in, even as the scale has continued to go up. So so that's about all I got, man. I'm gonna stop ranting and raving and all that. That was quite a bit of chatting here for intro. Hopefully y'all enjoy that part of it. But I'm gonna get in there, get into the gym, get rocking and rolling, and you guys will catch me for my top set of incline dumbbell press. That'll be coming at you right about now. All right, so let's see if 4th time is the charm. My iMovie app has consistently crashed out on me. I have no idea why. I've never had an issue with it crashing before, so all of a sudden now it started today. So anyways, incline dumbbell press to get us started here. We did 2 working sets. Here is the top set. It is a lifetime PR for me. For some of you, this maybe is lightweight, but for me, with this type of tempo and control, range of motion, hit the 110s for 10. I was super, super stoked about that. So now I don't have 115s at this gym, so we're going right to the 120s. So you definitely will see some of my top sets here over the next couple of weeks. The reps will be significantly lower than 10. I don't really want to do that, but that's just kind of where I'm at and what I got to work with. So that's what we are going to do. Anyways, yeah, felt good. Then went on to a chest press, cable chest press. This is actually my 2nd working set here. My top set, the camera, where I set it fell over. So yeah, it's kind of not really a whole lot I could do with that bad boy. So I was able to get my 2nd set though. So felt really good. Nice, good control here. Again, I really, really like this grip and stretch on the chest. It is awesome, or that I'm using here to really hit the chest more than anything else. Really has become one of my staple pressing movements over the course of my training week. I really, really dig it. So yeah, it's good stuff. So again, 2 working sets here. Both these first 2 exercises I would highly recommend keeping within that 8 to 12 rep range. A little higher, a little lower, ain't never hurt nobody though. Then we have some weighted dips. We have a 45-pound plate here that we are attaching with a dip belt. The week before this, I had done 2 sets of 7. So I was really happy with this, because this was a top set of 9 and then still did a back off set of 7 after that. So I was very, very happy with that. And definitely seeing progress on this movement in particular, really skyrocketing, really moving very quickly. So very, very happy with that. So then we moved on to cable chest flies. This one I was kind of silly because I knew it too. Like when I went to change up the weight from my cable chest press to go to my cable chest flies after that, I had this weird feeling. I'm like, I didn't put a 10-pound plate on that one side. And I was just kind of in the rhythm of your workout. You know how it is. Like, you're just kind of in the rhythm of your workout, and you're like, I'm already down. I already got the handles. Like, I'm just going to go for it. I could tell right away as soon as I started this movement. I'm like, okay, definitely forgot to put that 10-pound plate on the one side. So, yeah, I ended up going a little bit higher reps here, knowing that I could just feel it in my body. So we did 2 sets of 15 here, really focusing on getting that really good stretch, opening those chest fibers up and getting them nice and closed, getting those hands pretty close together, if not touching in front of the body, just in front of the in front of the lower chest more than anything. So felt really good though. It was kind of nice to do a couple higher rep sets here, really focus on getting that deep stretch and go from there. So again, felt really good. Was really happy, with, first of all, this whole workout was just phenomenal, but I was really happy with even, with these sets in particular, just really getting that deep stretch. Felt awesome on the chest. So, yeah.
So I think I have maybe 1 or 2 more grind. It's hard to voice over a really high rep set, like a really long set like that, So yeah, felt really good. Anyways, then went on to just some standing dumbbell side laterals here. So we got the 40-pound dumbbells here. This is probably where we'll stick for a little bit, trying to rock out this form a little bit, a little bit better, a little bit tighter. Try to limit the amount of momentum we're using here. So you can see that I use a little bit of body English, but nothing super, super crazy. I think people have gotten really caught in we got to use like 20-pound dumbbells, 15-pound dumbbells, and do a 5-second concentric with a 10-second eccentric and hold at the top and all that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Like if you want to do that and you feel it really good and you're seeing progress, that being the big indicator, awesome. You absolutely should continue to do it. But for me, I'm a little old school in some of my movements, like a little bit of a swing ain't going to hurt nobody, especially if we're keeping that range of motion up. So we did 3 working sets there. And then to close out the workout, we did 3 working sets, just a nice, heavy, loaded tricep push down with a shorter straight bar. Again, keeping those elbows in a tucked but slightly neutral position, just driving them down through, getting a good hard squeeze at the bottom and going from there. So anyways, yeah, guys, that wrapped up the session. No direct ab training today or anything like that. Of course, we have cardio. We had cardio in the morning. So that was already completed a while before this. And yeah, phenomenal session, man. It was a lot of fun and really enjoyed every rep of every set. Absolutely. See you in the outro.
Push A session, push B session in the freaking books. Push A, that was a couple days ago. I don't know, like 4 days ago. Push B in the freaking books. Man, it's right. Phenomenal stuff, guys. Oh my gosh. I finally, I shouldn't say finally, it wasn't that long. I was really trying to build up my strength on incline dumbbell press. And I'm like, man, I'd really like to, my goal would be before I move up in weight is I want to hit the 110s for 10. Like 110s for 10, clean, dumbbell all the way down to the chest. Make sure we're bringing it all the way down, controlling that eccentric, getting that full stretch all the way up, get that full contraction at the top. If I can do 10 reps like that with the 110s, I would be extremely, extremely happy. And that's exactly what we did today. So that was awesome. So if you ever see those bigger dumbbells in any of my previous videos, you really can't tell the number. That's the weight on those. Big turn is the 110s. So yeah, I was again super happy with that. So now I don't have 115s, so the next jump it's a 10-pound jump. So definitely am expecting to have a little bit of a fall off when it comes to reps, because 10 pounds per hand might not seem like a lot, but it is very substantial. So I'm expecting the reps to be less, to say the least, put it that way. So yeah, I know for sure they will be. So now we got another gap to work with, another increase to make there. So you get that weight and build that up to a set of 10 and then move up from there. So it's going to be a minute though. I'll tell you, it's going to be a minute for that for sure. But super happy to hit that. I could just tell once I got into the first few reps of the set, I'm like, this feels pretty good. You know what I mean? You could just kind of tell. Like, I'm like, all right, this weight is moving efficiently, but still controlled, but it's moving pretty good, pretty clean. So I was very happy with with that top setting press today for sure. So, and the whole workout was phenomenal. Just great stuff. Felt really good. Felt like just felt strong. That drive, that extra oomph was definitely there today. That extra, just like I said, that extra just kind of drive that you have, where you just feel it and you're just like powering through the reps. I could feel that today. It's a really good feeling. It's an awesome feeling. So very happy with today's session, no doubt. Yeah, and not really a whole lot more to say on top of that, man. Have a pull session tomorrow, second pull session of the week, or of the training week, I should say. A few different variations. Again, guys, I will say this. I have a relatively even split, but if I was to tell someone what I would recommend when it comes to growing your back, row, man. If I could only pick one back movement to do, it'd probably be like a chest supported neutral grip row, and just for overall just like back mass and density. If I, it wouldn't be a pull up, wouldn't be a pull down. Not that there's anything wrong with either of those movements. Again, pull ups are great, but if I just had one, that's probably how I would rock that. You know, rowing is phenomenal. Smith rows, barbell rows, dumbbell rows, chest supported dumbbell rows, you know, neutral grip rows, machine rows, you know, neutral grip machine rows, you know, just a variety of different rows. I love working with a chest support. I have two different chests, well, actually three different chest supported row variations between my two pull days, and with that chest support, it's just like icing on the cake. It is phenomenal stuff. I dig it, I really do. So yeah, just again, I'm feeling on cloud 9 right now, if you can't tell. Phenomenal workout, felt awesome. You know, beat a milestone that I really wanted to beat for a little while, and it's nice to like get that off my mind and off my head, to say the least. It's just a nice feeling for sure. So I am stoked about that, very stoked. So yeah. So anyways, make sure you tune in for me it'll be tomorrow, but for you guys it'll be a couple days from now, the next video after this. And again, that'll be our second pull session of the week. Then after that, a couple days after that, we'll have our second leg session of the week back in the dungeon. And then we have a full-blown rest day. I think this week that falls on a Thursday, right? Yes, because it was Sunday and Thursday are my rest days for this calendar week, so to speak. So that'll be cool. Kind of an interesting day off. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I had a Thursday off, other than when I was like sick. So yeah, I think that was the last time that I had. It was because that fell on I swear it was. My rest day fell on a Thursday, and also that was the first day I was sick. Like when I had the flu for the second time back in February. Yeah, so that was the last time I had that. It was officially going through a full rotation. Anyways. Yeah, man. Like I said, phenomenal stuff. You know, it's now I'm trying to think. Maybe I had to have another Thursday off in between there. I don't know, man. It really ain't that deep. But regardless, again, phenomenal stuff. Training session was just bellissimo, to say the least. And again, I really enjoyed it. A lot of fun for sure. So, without further ado, before I just keep ranting and raving about nothing, make sure if you have not already, you hit that subscribe button. Guys, it really means a lot to me. It means a lot to the continued growth of the channel. So thank you so much for tuning in and, you know, spreading the word and all that kind of stuff. And if you work out at the gym that I work out at, I will not say the location, but if you do, you know who you are. I appreciate you, you know, sharing the love of the Natty Teacher, and, you know, kind of talking about my channel amongst other gym goers and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I've noticed that a lot lately. I've had more and more people in my gym kind of acknowledging my like YouTube channel and, you know, what I've been up to, and, you know, talking about it, and, you know, giving me some really nice positive feedback for it. So if you work out at my gym and you see this, thank you. I appreciate you. But I appreciate all my viewers for sure. So thank you guys very much. If you have not already, make sure you like the video, unless you didn't like it, which in that case, then forget it. That doesn't make any sense. Share it. Let your friends know about the Natty Teacher. That'd be awesome. I'd really appreciate it. Again, not required, but it'd be cool for sure. Other than that, man, yeah, you drop any comments, questions, or feedback you got down below, whether it's bodybuilding related or not. When I see it, I promise you, I will answer it. And yeah, man, that'd be sick for sure. So kind of a little loopy right now, almost. Yeah, I'm feeling floating right now. I'm feeling great. Yeah, it's just awesome. Just had an awesome workout, and, you know, just feeling good. I'm almost distracted by how good I feel outside of that. So, yeah, I already have my post-workout meal. I'm gonna go home. I got a little bit of food to make, meals to pack for tomorrow. Make sure you keep that meal prep going. Come on now. You know who you are out there. Keep prepping those meals, man. Even when you don't want to, keep prepping. I promise you, it pays dividends. But regardless, hey, man, most importantly, God bless, okay? And I am the Natty Teacher. For myself and the whole Natty family, this episode of Road to Natty Pro is out. I will catch y'all